Hey love bugs, and welcome back to my channel. It's been a hot minute since I've sat down and filmed. I have been like sick for the last couple of weeks. There's been a lot going on at the house. Like my oldest cat, she was sick and I've been mother bearing her while mother bearing myself. Like life has just been crazy on top of work. So it's been a minute since I've actually got to sit down and film. I've had all this content done, haven't had time to edit it, haven't been able to sit down and actually enjoy filming. So I'm really excited because I'm coming at you with a fragrance haul. I'm probably gonna get 3 different hauls because I have fragrance and then I have a bunch of body care and skincare to share with you guys. And then I also have this massive book haul. So it's gonna be a lot of hauling, but I'm gonna split it up so I don't overdo it for you guys. But yeah, I'm really excited because I have quite a few new things. Let's see, I have 5 new bottles, a couple of roller balls, and 2 of these fragrances are brand new, fresh releases that I'm super excited to share with you guys. So let's just go ahead and get right into it. If you are interested in seeing what new fragrances I have picked up, just keep on watching. So before we get into the haul, I do want to share my fragrance of the day. I didn't feel like wearing any other fragrances in this video today. I've just been gravitating towards this scent lately. Haven't been able to put it down, and that is Tom Ford's Ombré Leather Parfum. So this is not the original. This is the Parfum version. This version is sweeter. It's not as woodsy as the original. I believe this one has leather, violet, and cedarwood. The violet in this is really amped up, and the leather suede scent in this is really, really smooth. This scent is sexy and sweet and also kind of a little comforting too. So this is what I've been wearing and I love it. I have moods where I just want to wear this. It makes me feel like a bad bitch. So highly suggest. Perfectly unisex, smells amazing on men and smells amazing on women. Is bomb. First 2 fragrances I'm going to share were sent to me. And then the rest is stuff that I purchased with my own money. Just full disclosure. First up, we have SKYLAR Clean Beauty. I have shared quite a few different SKYLAR fragrances on my channel. I think I have a video sharing my first experience with SKYLAR fragrances. I will try to link it in the description. I think that video featured their vanilla one, Isle Escape, and Pink Canyon. And all 3 of those are beautiful fragrances. I ended up decluttering a couple of them because I just wasn't using them. But I also got a discovery kit from them, and I really liked a lot of the different fragrances in their collection. So I was given the opportunity to try another fragrance from one of their recent collections that they just launched. And I don't even think you can get this in Sephora. I think you can only get this on their website. I will have all the information in the description below for you guys. And I chose Indigo Valley. They gave me, there were a couple different options. There was a rose one, and there was another one that sounded really, really nice, but this sounded the most intriguing. And this is the box. And the main notes in this are blueberry mocha, water lotus, and clearwood. So this is a fruity, slightly warm, slightly aquatic fragrance. And y'all, I didn't know what to expect from this. That's what the bottle looks like. I absolutely love their packaging. It's minimal, but it's still pretty, and it has the little valley on the back. I wasn't sure what to expect from this because I was blueberry mocha, is it gonna smell like coffee? But I was looking at the other notes. I was this, I don't know. I do know that I tend to like a lotus note in fragrances. Actually, one of my favorite scents, one I would consider to be kind of a signature for me, is Bulgari Omnia Crystalline. And that fragrance right there, I love it. It has a very prominent aquatic lotus note, and I love it. This fragrance, y'all, is delicious. It's delectable. Ugh. I've been wearing this a lot. I've had this for maybe a week and a half, and I already have a decent dent in it. It was filled all the way to the top. Yeah, so this is definitely, it's aquatic. You get the lotus. up front, those aquatic lotusy notes. And then it goes right into that blueberry. And the blueberry in this is sweet. It's not super duper tart, just a tad bit tart. But it's also really smooth and creamy. I don't necessarily get the mocha per se, but there is a level of warmth to this fragrance that I think comes from like the slightest hint of coffee and then that woody base underneath. I wish I had smell-o-vision because it's really difficult to describe this fragrance. It is not like anything that I own, and it's unique, but it's not difficult to wear. It's unique, but it's a scent that people will like on you. And it's a scent that I think most people will enjoy wearing. It just has this really inviting, comforting sweetness to it. The aquatic nature of this fragrance makes it easy to wear in any season. Something I like about SKYLAR, I feel like they do a really good job of creating everyday fragrances, things that you can just put on and wear, and you don't necessarily have to worry about a season. I feel like the only one that really reads seasonal to me is Fall Cashmere. It's more of like a woody sweet fragrance, but this definitely can fit any year. I haven't really gone much of anywhere since I've been sick for the last couple of weeks, so I can't say whether this is a compliment getter or not, but the people around me in my house who have smelled it have been like, what is that? Like, what are you wearing? So this smells amazing. Honestly, I hope SKYLAR, if you like come across this video, I hope y'all release a candle because I love this. I have the vanilla candle from them and the Fall Cashmere candle from them, and they are both really, really beautiful candles. They burn really well and they smell amazing. I would kill to have this in a candle. Like, I feel like this would be amazing by the tub, just in the bedroom. It just gives off tranquility, but it still has a little bit of a sensual nature to it. Yeah, I love it. So shout out to SKYLAR Clean Beauty for sending this to me. I'll leave the link in the description with where you can purchase this. I'm pretty sure you can only purchase it on their website. And I think they may have given me a promo code too. So anything pertaining to this fragrance will be in the description box below. But that is Indigo Valley from SKYLAR Clean Beauty. And I definitely want to try the other two fragrances that are in this recently released collection. They've come out with a lot of new things recently. I think they came out with a honeysuckle fragrance. They came out with a papaya fragrance. I think they recently released a cotton candy fragrance, which I definitely want to try because y'all know I love sweet fragrances and I love mixing my sweet fragrances. So yeah, they've been coming out with a lot recently, and then they have the other two that are in this same collection. So yeah, I definitely got to get my hands on those. I apologize. I think after having all this stuff done to my mouth, I kind of have a little bit of a lisp. Like, it's been a little weird to talk because my teeth are like moving. So if I sound weird, actually I'm not gonna apologize for that because nobody should apologize for the way that they talk, but just a heads up, I might sound a little weird. My voice might get a little lispy, you know. There's nothing wrong with that, you know. I was going to purchase this myself. And I was really excited because literally the day before I got paid, I was like, I think I'm gonna get that. I saw this pop up. This brand hasn't come out with a new like pillar fragrance in a while. They've been doing a lot of flankers of their regular scents. But I saw this fragrance, I saw the bottle, I saw the concept, I saw the notes, and I had to try it. And it just so happened that I ended up getting it. So the fragrance that I'm talking about is Good Fortune from Viktor&Rolf. I will say Viktor&Rolf definitely is one of those designer brands that I just really, really enjoy. I really enjoy Bonbon, the original, and I don't think it's called the Extreme, this maybe the Parfum. I have it behind me. I've talked about it a lot. Both of those are really beautiful fragrances. I also really like Flower Bomb. They recently came out with Flower Bomb Ruby Orchid, and there's like 50,000 other flankers of Flower Bomb. But my favorite offerings from Viktor&Rolf previously were from their private collection, which they did away with, Dancing Roses, and Salty Flower and Lavender Illusion are like 3 of my favorite fragrances of like all time from Viktor&Rolf. And so when I saw this, I was like, I have to get it because I just typically have a good time with their fragrances. We just talk about how cute this is. Like, it looks like a little crystal ball. And I will tell you guys, like, this is heavy. Like, this does not feel cheap. The bottle itself is really beautiful. It has this gold detailing on the bottom. And also here, it has the typical, like, Viktor&Rolf emblem. And the cap is really beautiful too. It's not actual stone, but it's really beautiful. Like they spared no expense when it came to the details of this. This fragrance there's a newness to this fragrance, and there's also a level of nostalgia and familiarity to this fragrance as well. So in the notes, this fragrance has jasmine super infusion, fennel. There is, I think it's called Gentalia flower, and bourbon vanilla. And the jasmine in this is definitely very forward. I would say the jasmine, the fennel, and the bourbon vanilla in the base are the most prominent notes in this fragrance. Immediately when I first sprayed this, when I got it, I said, this smells like something I own. The jasmine in this is incredibly familiar, and immediately in my mind, I thought this is a more peppery, herbal version of that super sexual indolic jasmine. I've heard a lot of people say that this smells like Alien. I personally disagree. I had to go grab the fragrance that I think this smells like. I personally disagree. I don't think that this smells like Alien at all. Even though the jasmine notes are similar, I feel like Alien is one of those, it's kind of like Baccarat Rouge. Like Alien is one of those fragrances that everybody compares everything to. Everybody swears that everything smells like Alien and Baccarat Rouge. And I'm just like, everything doesn't smell like that. Like, you know, there are other perfumes, right? This definitely very heavy on the jasmine and that other flower that's in there. Very white, floral forward. It's very sweet. It's very heady. But like I said, there's an herbal quality to this that I feel like comes from the fennel. And it kind of makes this fragrance a little spicy. It kind of turns things on its head. What this smells like to me is a more white floral forward version of Jean Paul Gaultier Classique Essence de Parfum. This is orange blossom, jasmine. I think there's whipped cream in here and some vanilla. It is a stunning fragrance. So with Classique, yeah, it's smoother and it's creamier. Smoother, creamier, heavier on that orange blossom. But these carry a lot of similarities in how they perform and how they wear on the skin as well. I remember when I first got this fragrance is actually discontinued, and it's very difficult to find now. I remember when I first got this fragrance, I sprayed it, put my nose to it, and I was like, no, absolutely not. I was going to return this. And then as I kept walking around, I was like, what is that smell? Something smells so good. What is it? And it was this projecting off of the blotter that I had put it on. And the trick with this is that this is not one that really smells good when you stick your nose into it. It's pungent, it's strong, it's heavy. The scent trail on this is the money maker. The scent trail on this will literally have people like panting for you. The scent trail on this is so sexy and seductive and sweet and gorgeous. It's the same way with this guy. This one definitely kind of punches you in the face if you sniff it up too close. If you just put it on a blotter or put it on your skin and stick your nose into it, it's very pungent and overwhelming. But the scent trail on this is beautiful. It is sweet and earthy and seductive and a little floral. Absolutely beautiful. So this reminds me of this in a lot of different ways. I feel like I would highly suggest getting a sample of this before you commit to buying it, because even though this has so many similar aspects to other fragrances like Classique Essence or Muglaire's Alien, or even there are like some similarities to me to Pure Excess from Paco Rabanne, and Elizab Girl of Now. Those are all kind of like, they all have similarities, but they all smell different, right? This is in that realm of things. If you have all of those, or you have quite a few of them, you probably don't need to go out and get this. As beautiful as this fragrance is, you probably don't need to, but it smells absolutely phenomenal. Especially the scent trail is amazing. It's a little too warm right now for me to really wear this out. It's one that I have to wear at night if I want to like go out with this, but I really like it. I definitely feel like once we kind of start turning into like the fall season, I think I'm really going to end up enjoying this. So yeah, Viktor&Rolf, good fortune. Shout out to them for sending it to me, because I was gonna buy it with my own money anyway, but now I don't have to. And I definitely think I'm gonna get a lot of use out of it. It's been on my list for a hot minute, like a hot ass minute. I only own one fragrance from this house, and that is Matcha Meditation. And I've been wanting to get some more fragrances from them for a while. There are a few from this company that I really, really want. But I just took the plunge one day and purchased Coffee Break. You guys know I love a good coffee scent. Pretty much anything with a coffee note in it, I want. I mean, y'all know me and coffee are like peas and carrots. So going into this, I already knew that this was not going to be a heavy coffee fragrance based on the notes. The thing with Replica is that I feel like a lot of people go into these fragrances expecting them to smell literal, when the entire point of the collection is for them to mimic a time and a place, you know? So even though it may be called one thing, that one thing is an aspect of that entire fragrance. These perfumes are more of an idea. They're not necessarily a literal imitation, right? So for Coffee Break, the provenance and period is Stockholm 2007. The fragrance description is creamy and cozy coffee, and the style description is male and female. That's what they look like. Here's the box, and here is the bottle. And I really enjoy the Replica packaging. It's really beautiful. So I believe the overall notes in this include lavender and like a coffee milk mousse accord. So this is supposed to be more of like a light coffee herbal kind of scent, and the lavender in this is really forward, which I really enjoy because I love lavender scents. Lavender and coffee are two of my favorite notes in anything. Up front, you get that lavender, really, really beautiful lavender. You start to kind of get that coffee, but it's more of like a light, like a latte kind of scent that goes into those milky lactonic notes. This is straight up like a milky coffee with lavender. And this immediately puts me in the mind of like wearing like the coziest, fluffiest sweater, smelling like lavender, and you like walk into a coffee shop and you order your favorite cup of coffee, and you're just sitting there and you can smell your fragrance, but you can also smell like the coffee like wafting from your cup. It's very cozy in the sense that lavender is already like a cozy scent, you know, it's a relaxing scent, but then you have that extra cozy warmth from that like warm milk and coffee scent. Like it smells like the foam that you get on your coffee. This is so nice, and I've been wearing this a lot. I just recently picked this up and I already have a dent. It just gives off coffee shop vibes, and I absolutely love it. after living somewhere where I literally had a coffee shop across from me that I could just go to all the time, like this kind of takes me there and I love it. But yeah, there's so many from them that I want, and I'm really happy that I've been adding to my Replica collection. This one is a first for me in my collection. I don't own any fragrances from this house. I really wanted something summery, and I've also been wanting to experiment with like fig fragrances, but I wasn't really sure where to start. And I saw, I think it was Yana from The Scented. She talked about this. And basically said it's like it was a really, really good blind buy, something that was really good, like a creamy, just pretty fragrance for spring and summer, and I had to try it out. So I picked up SUNFRUIT from Ellis, Brooklyn. But that is what the bottle looks like, and this has notes of obviously SUNFRUIT. There's fig in here. Has a lot of really good, really nice green notes in here as well. This is stunning. Like I said, I haven't really gone around the block with like figgy fragrances, but this makes me excited to try more. Immediately you get this tart fruitiness at the top. Very tart, very fruity. And then it immediately starts to dry down into this really beautiful, creamy, solar fig. It smells like sunshine, but not in that sunscreen, coconut kind of way, you know? This is a totally different take on like that creamy, coconut, sunscreeny kind of scent. This is sweet. It's creamy. It's a little rich, but not too rich. I can still wear this out in the heat and enjoy it. I've been loving this scent, y'all. This is another one that's kind of difficult to describe. It's not shampoo-y in the slightest, so if you're not into shampoo-y fragrances, I'm not really super into shampoo-y fragrances, so this one kind of does it for me. You know what it kind of smells like? Those tropical Starburst. I think there's like a dragon fruit flavor. It kind of smells like that with like a really creamy fig note. That's the best way I can describe it. It is sweet and fruity without being juvenile. And I absolutely love it. It is so nice. If you've been looking for a really good summertime fragrance that's just different, I highly suggest it. And it has the magnetic top, which I love. I think this fragrance is like only like $100. It is like a 1.7 ounce, but it wasn't crazy expensive at all. So high-key really enjoying this fragrance. I wasn't sure what to expect, but when I heard Yana talk about this, I was like, I gotta try it. It sounds really, really good. And she did not steer me wrong. This fragrance is bomb. Definitely one of my favorites for the season. I've also been trying to get my hands on Ornament from Afnan. And every time I go to actually buy it, it's always sold out. I feel like Fumi Monet, she talked about it, and now it's just out of stock all the time. And it's really hard to get your hands on. So I am attempting to purchase that too, and those will be like my two summer staples. But this one right here, bomb purchase. And this fragrance was also inspired by Fumi Monet. When I saw her talking about Ornament, I also saw her talking about this. And this was sold out for a while too. Like sis has influence, okay? This is from Rasasi. I actually own one of their fragrances, Jasmine Wisp. I talk about that a lot. It's one of my favorite summertime fragrances. It's a passion fruit peach jasmine bomb. It's beautiful. This one is Qasamat Ebhar. So this is like an entire like fancy collection from them. Everything about this is just like luxe. This is an Arab fragrance house. And that is how she comes packaged. And the seller that I bought this from on Amazon, like 10 out of 10, beautiful packaging. Like they were so nice. This bottle But listen, I paid less than $60 for this, and this feels higher quality than quite a few of like the really high price bottles in my collection. Look at how beautiful this bottle is. I'm sorry for my fingerprints, but like, look at that. I mean, and she was inexpensive. Like I said, I paid less than $60 for this. Absolutely beautiful. I was not expecting like this level. Has the nameplate on it, tassel. Even the cap, even though it's not, it is plastic, but it's weighted. The cap is really heavy. Everything about this feels absolutely beautiful. And after smelling this, I want the other fragrances in this collection. So this one is a really beautiful green apple with praline and oud. Y'all, I'm kind of obsessed. I am obsessed. Wholeheartedly. Yes, yeah, caramel, apple, praline. And there's something in Rasasi fragrances, even if they have oud in it, it's never like overtly like strong or stinky. But a lot of times their fragrances kind of have more of like this implied oud take. Y'all, this smells so, it smells so good. When I heard her talk about this on TikTok, I knew that I had to try it. When she said it smelled like a caramel apple, I think there's a little bit of jasmine in this fragrance too. Yeah, this has like that really beautiful tart, fresh green apple. You kind of get more of like the skin of the apple as opposed to like the flesh of the fruit, you know? Think tart, aromatic green apple, just wrapped up in the sweetness of caramel and praline, and you have this really beautiful, soft, woody base. This is stunning. Y'all. This really isn't like a fitting scent for this time of year, but when I saw it come back in stock, I had to grab it because of how quickly it had gone out of stock. This is so good. If you love gourmand fragrances, and especially if you're someone like me who loves those more like complex gourmands, I love any kind of gourmand, but I really gravitate towards more complex gourmands that have like oud or like woody bases to them. If you like what I like, I think you will love this. The quality alone like speaks for itself. This fragrance lasts forever on the skin. I don't feel like this is like a crazy projector compared to like some of the other Arab fragrances that I do own. Like this isn't as massively projecting, but I feel like Rasasi fragrances in general, the ones that I have tried, they are strong, but they don't overpower people. Like they're really beautifully balanced when it comes to the sillage. So absolutely love this fragrance. I want to get the other ones from the line. There are quite a few in this collection. I want all of them. I just want to have the full collection. Absolutely stunning. If you're looking for something a little bit more complex, something different to add to your collection, but something that is still affordable, Qasamat Ebhar. Get her. So I really wanted to get the full size of this, but they only had the rollerball on Sephora. So in my mind, I was like, well, I can just test this out. And if I really, really enjoy it when it comes back in stock, or maybe during the next VIB sale, I can pick it up. People have been going crazy over these fragrance oils from Nest. So I picked up the Madagascar Vanilla Perfume Oil from Nest, and I actually really, really love this scent. Now, I will say this doesn't necessarily smell like what I expected. I don't necessarily feel like everyone will love this perfume oil. This is not a vanilla that's in the same lane as Kayali Vanilla 28. Kayali Vanilla 28 is brown sugar, caramel, vanilla, like really sweet, and like the slightest hint of like a jasmine, so a little bit of a floral. This is a woodsy vanilla. Beautiful fragrance, incredibly comforting. This gives off like really big aromatherapy vibes. If you love woody, earthy fragrances, you will love this. It's that perfect balance of woodsy and earthy with sweet. And this mixes with so many different things. The texture of this oil is very silky, so it glides across the skin beautifully. Very easy to use, and I actually feel like I may actually prefer having this in this rollerball version, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like the application makes just so much more sense. I think the regular one comes in like a little dropper. It's like aesthetically pleasing, but I also feel like this might actually make more sense. This mixes with so many different things in my collection, because of course it is a vanilla fragrance. Vanilla goes with so many different things. Right now, when I'm like doing a pamper session and I'm really trying to calm down, this with coffee break is absolutely beautiful. Like, it's just so warming and calming, just sweet and comforting. It's like being wrapped in a cozy blanket. I absolutely love it. This also smells beautiful with Vanilla 28, of course. I mean, everything smells amazing with Vanilla 28. This is bomb. Definitely going to be keeping one of these in my collection at all times. And I want to try the other fragrances too. Everybody talks about this, but nobody talks about the other ones. So high key, plan on getting the roller balls of the others too, because I feel like it's always good to have perfume oils to mix, you know? And then last but not least, I purchased another Kilian. Y'all know me and Kilian are tight. I have a lot of Kilians, which I'm okay with. I'm cool with that because I love Kilian fragrances. I've been wanting this fragrance for a while since they launched it. This one and the other one they launched it with, but the other one was out of stock for a really long time. I think it's finally like back in stock. But this one, I've heard so many people talk about it, and the nail in the coffin for me, the person that really sold this for me was AI the Great. I don't know if you guys follow her, but she is like beautiful. I'm subscribed to her. I love her channel. Like, she is just beautiful. She has the sweetest personality. Her fragrance collection is literally like a little boutique. Like, she absolutely stunning. I live vicariously through her because I would never want to own that many fragrances, but I love seeing hers. And she just gives like the best fragrance combos. Like, she just has a beautiful collection, stunning personality. I will tag her channel down below, because, you know, we got to lift up our peoples. But I love her. She's beautiful. Like, I just, girl, if you see this video, I love you. But yeah, she did a video on pineapple fragrances, and there were so many fragrances she mentioned in that video that I wanted, but I finally decided to give this a try because of her. And this is Apple Brandy from Kilian, and it's Apple Brandy on the Rocks from Kilian. So this is a part of the Lacquer's collection, and you guys know I've really enjoyed that collection. I have Roses on Ice, which is a really beautiful rose, fresh rose, cucumber, and gin fragrance. Absolutely love it. Stunning. 10 out of 10. And then, of course, Angel Share. Y'all know about Angel Share. Apple pie, cognac, spicy. It's beautiful. And so when I saw the notes on this, I wasn't really sure about it. So I was like, let me get the tester first. And I don't always do that. Sometimes constantly buying like the travel sizes actually ends up spending more money in the long run. But I was like, I feel like this is one that I may not want to, one, wear during this time of year, so it might be smarter to get a smaller one. And two, not sure about the notes. People are kind of up in the air with it. So this is bergamot, pineapple, brandy. I love this. I'm obsessed with it. And I'm kind of mad at how much I love this. I'm kind of sick of myself because of how much I love this fragrance. Yeah. This is so, okay, this is the thing for me. A lot of people don't like scents like this, but I love aromatic scents. I love strong bergamots. I really love strong herbally scents. I love like a really beautiful aromatic fragrance. And this is a beautiful aromatic pineapple with liquor. And it's, y'all. It reminds me a lot of Sweater Weather from Bath and Body Works because it's very aromatic. There's something about the bergamot in this that gives kind of that cooling feeling. And I'm happy that I got a small thing of it because I definitely can't see myself spraying this too much in the spring and summer. Right now, I've basically been wearing it because one, I'm obsessed with it, and two, like, nostalgia. The pineapple in this is really sweet and beautiful, and the brandy, it just takes it home. It's just so beautiful. It's aromatic, it's sweet. I can see a lot of women not wanting to wear this. I can. But I feel like this is definitely genderless. I can, man, woman, what's my girl Sheree says, man, woman, boy, child. Yeah, I love this. It's beautiful. There's something about the Lacquer's collection, and maybe it just speaks to the fact that I like to drink. I don't know what that says about me, but I mean, your girl be throwing back her Henny, okay? I stay on demon time. I love this. I absolutely love it. Something about the Lacquer's collection, like they really get, like they nail down those boozy scents. And I mean, it makes sense because Kilian is Kilian Hennessy. I would love to meet that man one day. Because he gets me. Like, the Lacquer's collection gets me every time. There's another one from them. I think it's called L'Auvert. And I think that one is absinthe based. And I want to try that so bad. I've heard amazing things about it. But this right here, definitely on my list to get a full bottle of. And I actually won't mind having a travel size with the full bottle, because I can see myself like wanting to travel with this and not wanting to take the full bottle. I really am high-key trying to get like a little cabin in the woods for my birthday this year. And I feel like this is one I would bring, because this just, yeah. Yeah. I did a lot of talking in this video, but I talk a lot. You guys know this. You know? So yeah, that is all the fragrances that I have added to my collection recently. I probably won't be doing a ton of fragrance shopping until around my birthday, because I really like to add fragrances for my birthday, because fragrances kind of feel like memories. So yeah, that is kind of probably going to be it for a while, even though I do plan on still getting off and on ornament. And if I see anything that, you know, really, you know, wets my whistle, then I'll pick it up. But that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. You guys let me know what fragrance intrigued you the most. Make sure you chime in below and let me know what things have you been picking up fragrance-wise. I'm really curious to hear what y'all are buying. And if you guys are getting any of the new perfume releases. And shout out again to Viktor&Rolf as well as SKYLAR Clean Beauty for sending those fragrances over. I always love to get special mail. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see y'all in the next video. Bye.